What's up, everyone? Welcome to the debut episode of Packers Film Room. If you followed along on the channel, we know we've done a bunch of rookie previews, interviews, all of that stuff. Decided to start something up new with the Film Room. We wanted to start, obviously, with Jordan Love, since he's the new starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and we've had very little to actually watch of him on the field. So decided to start with that fourth quarter against the Philadelphia Eagles, regular season action. Spirited effort trying to come back in that game. Obviously, the Packers did not come away with a win, but impressive performance regardless. So I wanted to break down the film from all of the throws from that game. Before we get going, thank you to everyone who subscribed. Our giveaway is almost there. We are less than 40 subscribers away from the 1,000 subscriber goal. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. But why don't we go ahead and dive right into it. Take a look at Jordan Love in the Philadelphia Eagles game from last year. So we're going to start here, and it's just a simple check down, but I actually came away pretty impressed with this check down. So what we got here, inside receivers just running a quick out, outside receiver going deep, but that's not who you should be paying attention to. You should be paying attention to Darius Slay right here. So when we run this, obviously we got the speed out. He sees something's not right, throws to the check down now. You're probably just thinking, hey, it's a simple check down. What's the big deal? Why are you showing this play? First throw of the game, and what I appreciate here, let's run that, get it to the concept. Look at Slay right here. Like a rookie quarterback, a quarterback with not a lot of experience, is probably expecting Slay to just trail this guy and just go deep. But Slay is what we call sitting. He's waiting on any routes that are coming underneath. And so if Love makes this throw, Slay's probably breaking on it, and it's a pick six, it's an interception, it's something not great. So Love recognized that, and you see he starts turning away from the progression right away. He's like, hey, no, Slay's sitting there. You can even see him. He's getting ready to wind up, and he pauses right there. Just hits the check down. That's a Poise play, especially in your first throw in a game being thrown out there. Not make that throw. Slay actually talked in an interview after the week talking about how it was actually kind of hard to tell the difference between Love and Rodgers out there in that game, thinking that, he was going to bait Love into mistakes and that Love actually had a really clean game. So something worth noting, compared to the Kansas City Chiefs game where he looked quite rattled, we'll take that. Again, just get what you can. Don't force any throws. Here, we've got a quick 3-by-1 look. So 3 receivers to the field, 1 to the boundary, and it's 3rd and short, so you're just trying to get to the sticks. So they're running a little. Cobb's just going to stick right here, sit here, and then quick speed out by Lazard, just trying to get to the sticks. They're playing pretty off, and you can just tell. Set, throw, get the first down, take what you can get. Really impressed with that. It's a very simple throw, right? Just a quick pitch and catch, but here's another angle of it. Just wanted to show. When I had watched Love previously, I felt like he was, too toesy or too on his toes. Just didn't feel comfortable with his base. And his delivery is pretty slow. Now, his delivery, still a bit slow, but the footwork in this game was just outstanding. You can see him here, wide base, set the throw, quick pitch and catch. You can just look, he's very decisive setting his feet right there to try and get a solid base to deliver that throw. And that shows up quite a bit in these couple drives that he played. So again, quick pitch and catch, move the chains, we'll take it. Now this is excellent on the play action, set your feet, throw it to the fast guy that's open, and let him take off. It's pretty simple. We just got deep crossers. Cobb's trying to clear out, just going this way to open up here. Hopefully the play action can draw these 2 guys inside, create a nice little window, and that's what it does. So we're going to start again. See, watch Cobb sprint to the outside, draw that corner away, and then they're creating a window for Watson, and obviously with that speed, he's just gone. Outstanding. But from the other angle, what we're going to see here is just how poised Love is. He's turning his back away from the defense, and then he's immediately setting and throwing. He knows where Watson's going to be. That's some pretty impressive chemistry for a guy that doesn't get a ton of reps with the ones. So just to see that, set his feet, deliver, like his follow-through on that release too. Got pressure coming in his face. He's ready to go. One more time. Turn the back, set your feet, fire. He's not trying to throw off his back foot, anything like that. His, again, base is really solid. That weight transfer helps him deliver an accurate, timely ball with some zip. Now, this one we actually talked about with Dusty Evely. If you watched the future of the Packers offense on this YouTube channel earlier, we talked a bit about middle of the field throws and how that's something that's going to really open up in Matt LaFleur's offense now that Rodgers is gone, because Rodgers just like the least least frequent thrower in the middle of the field in the NFL. So this concept, Cobb's just going to sit here, try and hold this defender, and what you're trying to do is if you can hold this guy, then you're going to open a throwing lane for the receiver on the outside. So show that. So sit. You can see he's sitting. This corner is naturally just trying to hold on Cobb, thinking that that's where the ball is going. But then you get a receiver right behind him. I mean, look at all the space he has because of the concept at the time he's throwing it. I mean, that in the NFL is wide open, like wide open. That's wide open at the college level. That's an easy pitch and catch. Really nice concept. I'm excited to see more of that at the next level. So I think we'll see a lot more. Now here, this is just a cover 2 shot. You know what I mean by that? When you're playing in cover 2, these two safeties are playing deep, right? Terrible drawing. Again, if you've watched the channel, you know that's not my strong suit. But so these two guys are playing deep, and this corner is typically sitting right here. And what that creates is this hole. We call it the cover 2 hole down the sideline. It's a really tough throw. You got to be really accurate to make it. You got to have a good timing. And I will say, I mean, there's Jones open. Is my head in the way? Let me see if I can move my head. There we go. I'm going to keep that in just because we saw that Tyler's technologically savvy for once. But cover 2 again. So here, you're going to see all that space that's created. And look, Love's already thrown it before Jones is behind Slay. He knows what the coverage is right away. So he's confident in throwing that ball. And, I mean, he hits Jones right where it needs to be. It's just a rough drop by Jones. But, again, cover 2 hole shot. It doesn't get better than that. Like, that's a tough throw for any NFL quarterback. You've probably heard all along, like, how hard it is to throw against cover 2. It's a big reason why quarterbacks and passing in the NFL has been a little down lately, is because of, defense is just embracing more cover 2. But that's how you can beat it, is sideline shots right there. And I just want to show it one more time. I'm just very impressed with the throw. And we'll just look when he's winding up to throw, and Slay is still in front of Jones. But he just has a good feel of what that coverage is. And that's a veteran move for a quarterback that doesn't have a lot of game reps. And we'll just show it again from this angle. Just like, again, look at the wide base. You can see all of his cleats flat on the ground. Too many times you'll see, especially younger quarterbacks, college quarterbacks, are trying to throw on their tiptoes, something like that. You're losing a lot of velocity and placement and consistency with your mechanics by doing that. But something that keeps standing out in this game is Love just consistently throwing with all of his cleats in the ground. Again, is his release kind of funky? Is it a little slow? Yes, it's a little slow, but I mean, I'll take it. That's a nice throw, even if it's not a completion. Just impressive play. Next one, we just have a similar concept, right? Now, this is probably one of his weaker throws in the game, but we have that similar, hold that defender, hold this defender, and then get a middle of the field throw. So similar to what you're talking about with that Dusty play, just attack the middle of the field just from the other side. Now, throws a little behind Lazard. It's hard to be too picky because it's a completion, but yeah, just worth noting, placement there. Maybe it's because he's throwing off his back foot. I'm not sure why he's throwing off his back foot. Maybe it's just he feels that pressure from the inside. Hard to tell from this angle. That's probably, you can see he's throwing off his back foot up here. And he's fading away as he throws it. So it's probably why the accuracy is a little lacking there, a little behind. But it's the right read. I mean, they successfully hold that defender and create an open spot for Lazard. So a nice play. I like that they're doing it on both sides of the field. Mix it up a little bit. This next one is just trying to go off script. I will say I've gotten a lot of questions from like people that know I follow the Packers and all of this. Like, well, obviously the Packers are going to be a lot better on the ground because Jordan Love's so fast. And I'm not sure where that perception's coming from. It's not like he's slow. I just don't think he has the mobility or the off-script ability, or even like the speed of an early career Aaron Rodgers, where, Packers fans that have watched the team for a while remember Rodgers was fantastic, off-script, picking up plays with his legs. I would say Love looks more like a gazelle, like an awkward gazelle trying to run around. And again, he's not slow. I'm not saying he's unathletic at all. I just think his off-script ability needs a little bit of work, and I think this is a good example of that, where we're seeing, pockets collapsing. He does a nice job of rolling out. I think he gets this off a little too early. He's going to be going for Watson here, but I want you to watch Lazard here as he's throwing it away. Because he's throwing, but Lazard was here. Now he's breaking up field. And on a good throw, he's open. I mean, so he's breaking this way. It's just Love's already gotten that ball off too early. And instead, it's a contested catch attempt, not a great throw. That's just a chemistry thing with your wide receivers. It's going to take some time to get used to that with whoever you're playing with. So it's something Rodgers was always fantastic at. It's kind of probably why he really favored specific receivers over others, is he really wanted that chemistry when things broke down. That's just something Love will need to work on. I don't know if anyone in the NFL ever can get to the off-script ability that Rodgers had. Maybe Mahomes, guys like that, but it's going to be a tall task for Love to recreate that at least. Now this play, I kind of like these. You'll see the Packers run this a bit with Aaron Jones on the outside, and all it is what we call a clear-out concept. You got two receivers going deep, and really all that's trying to do is get the defense to go that way so you can clear up a quick slant on the outside. I hope those drawings make sense. But you'll see the 2 and 3 are just going straight downfield, and it's opening up enough space. Because, this guy thinks, I just got to keep backing up, and it leaves Tunyon wide open. The Packers run this concept a lot, like I said, with Aaron Jones. It's a concept I'd like to see more. I've seen it last year a little bit more on the backside, or Rodgers will throw away from that concept. But I think it does a good job of clearing things for a guy that can make plays after the catch. Would really actually like to see some with the tight ends, specifically Tucker Kraft on some clear-out concepts. You can go back and watch his rookie preview, just how effective he is with the ball in his hands after the catch. Would really like to see something like that. So a nice little clear-out concept. And then finally, we got another off-script play. This one, it's nitpicky. I actually really like the pocket presence here to climb the pocket. He feels where the pressure's coming from. You can see Jenkins' beat right here. Graham's coming around the outside, so he's just going to step in, which, again, I think that's a really good heads-up play, pocket awareness. Here, I just wish he could get the throw to Cobb a little sooner and keep his eyes upfield when he's scrambling. I get it. You're a little nervous, especially in a clutch situation. You're thrown out there. He's just a little late on this Cobb throw, and it's an incompletion. I'm not going to fault him too much. I wanted to show every throw in this game, try and break them down for you guys, show what he does well. The off-script stuff's still a little lacking, but the pocket presence is at least there, even if, again, he's not the most athletic. So that's all we got. He didn't obviously play a ton in that game, but it's the most recent real game experience we have of Jordan Love. And I came away, I even remember in the time when he stepped in watching this, I came away pretty impressed. I think there is some stuff to work with. Obviously, his ability to read coverages, his timing, his footwork looks so much better than it did against Kansas City. The big problem is, can he create off script, especially this year when there's so many unknowns on the offense? How's his mobility? It's something we've only seen a couple times, and I'm not totally certain about how athletic he really is. But that being said, I think he's a heck of a quarterback, and I think it's going to be really exciting for Packers fans who have been so used to two quarterbacks over the last 2-3 decades to actually get a chance of seeing potentially the future franchise QB. Still a lot of unknowns. I'm not saying anything about what the future holds for the guy, but I did come away impressed from that game film. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Again, if you want to enter into that giveaway for a $100 NFL Shop gift card and a copy of my book, make sure you subscribe. Details on the giveaway below. Again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Apologize for only one video this week. I had a nightmare flight situation coming home from Charleston this weekend. Took me way too long to get home, but glad to be back. We'll see you next week. Leave a comment if you have any idea of what you want to see next week. Thank you so much. Go Pack Go.